In the heart of Riyadh's endless dunes, where the sun scorches the soul and the night sky unfurls like a velvet shroud of ancient stars, can two young titans, forged in fire, shadowed by doubt, clash in a desert crucible that tests not just their strokes, but the very essence of who they are. October 18th, 2025. Dawn breaks over the ANB arena and a hush sweeps across Riyadh. The Six Kings Slam's grand finale, transforming Saudi Arabia's opulent Riyadh season into a theater of redemption. The exhibition's glittering roster, Carlos Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, Novak Djokovic, Taylor Fritz, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Alexander Zverev, all whittled down to this. A rematch of Wimbledon's epic, where Alcaraz and Sinner, the sport's twin beacons at 22 and 24, duel for a $6 million crown and the ghosts of seasons past. The arena, a coliseum of steel and light rising from the desert whisper, brimmed with a global congregation, thousands strong. From veiled locals to fans in team scarves, their murmurs blending with the faint call of the Adhan beyond the walls. Alcaraz, still nursing the ankle that betrayed him in Shanghai, carried the weight of survival. Sinner, defender of this very throne, bore the scars of his own collapse in that same city. A life-altering pause that honed his resolve like a blade on whetstone. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Sport Talk content. Set 1 unfolds like a gathering sandstorm. Alcaraz's ferocity, pure joy in motion, drop shots curling like mirages, forehands booming across the net. Met by Sinner's surgical calm, serves slicing the air like a falcon's dive. The crowd, a sea of held breaths, flickering phone lights, leans into every rally. Gasps punctuate the 6-4 tilt to the Spaniard. Then, a roar erupts, as if the desert itself had awakened. Carlos! Carlos! Echoes through the arena, shaking its steel foundations. As the second set dawns, the emotional storm breaks. Sinner's eyes narrow, calm before the lightning. Then, a torrent of aces, 10 in total, an 81% first-serve fortress. Alcaraz falters, a double fault. 4-6. And in that hinge of fate, Sinner's resilience burns bright. A backhand winner down the line. The crowd, on their feet, strangers embracing, tears through the dust of anticipation. The third set becomes an arena of the soul, a best-of-3 exhibition stretched taut by unspoken stakes, Alcaraz clawing back from deuce after deuce, his body a testament to mended flesh. Sinner, the guardian of his crown, whispers to coach Darren Cahill, "This is for every breath I took back in Shanghai." The crowd senses the shift. Forza Jannik, Ole Carlos. A bilingual symphony of survival and grace electrifies the air. And then, the deciding blow. Sinner's forehand cross-court kisses the line. 6-3, he drops to his knees, not in exhaustion, but exaltation. The arena explodes, a thunderclap of applause rolling into the desert night. Alcaraz, drenched, smiling through the sting, meets him at the net. An embrace that lingers, foreheads touch, a silent vow, brotherhood in the forge of near miss. The crowd's reaction is visceral. Standing ovations, muffled sobs. It's not just sport, it's ritual. Fans waving tricolors, hearts clutched in pride. "He's unstoppable," whispers a local woman. Across the oceans, Madrid and Milan glow with mirrored awe. Humanity, united in the thrill of survival's sweet song. As gold confetti rains like desert blooms, Sinner lifts the replica trophy, defending his legacy with a flawless serving record. Alcaraz bows his head, silver in hand. Their exchange, though silent, echoes through eternity. By nightfall, the showdown's embers go viral. Netflix loops the highlights, clips of aces and drop shots climb into the millions. #Desert Redemption trends worldwide. Posts flood X. Sinner's serve was a sandstorm. Alcaraz fought like the sun. From BBC to ESPN, anchors fall silent mid-sentence. This wasn't just a final, it was resurrection. Italian headlines hail a crown reclaimed from Shanghai's ashes. Spanish feeds echo, resilience reborn. In Riyadh souks, locals toast with cardamom tea. These boys, they battle like our ancestors against the sands. A child mimics Sinner's fist pump. Taylor Fritz tweets, "Epic, the desert bowed to them both." Social media turns redemption into religion. The Six Kings Slam becomes more than sport, a mirror of Saudi Arabia's own renaissance. A fusion of old and new. Bedouin endurance meeting modern spectacle. Riyadh, now a stage for stories that echo across time. Last year's final was prelude. This The legend, exhibitions, once sideshows, now sanctuaries of the soul. Sinner and Alcaraz turned play into parable, proof that fire refines, not ruins. Fans everywhere replay the duel. Alcaraz's ankle held, Sinner's heart healed. That's the real prize. It's not stats anymore. It's shared humanity. The desert mirrored their spirit, stripped bare, yet unbreakable. What truths rise from this forge? That bodies bend, but wills endure. That redemption is not about victory, it's about becoming whole again. Their clash reminds us the truest battles are waged within. Sportsmanship's sacred flame flickers here, not just in victory's laurel, but in defeat's lifted chin. Competition turns to compassion, rivalry to respect. It asks us, in our own deserts, do we crumble or carve through the storm? Legacy's quiet alchemy unfolds here. Sinner's defense, Alcaraz's defiance, humility in triumph, grace in loss. Lines drawn not by chalk, but by heart. Redemption becomes dialogue. Sinner plays whole again, honoring his fall in Shanghai. Alcaraz plays fearless, his joy defying the ghost of injury. Old warriors yield to the new, yet pass on the flame. Resilience, no longer solitary steel. It's the spark between rivals who respect, the whisper of endurance that binds athlete and admirer alike. As the dust settles on Riyadh's court, we're left with this truth. Redemption is not escape from pain. It's the embrace of it. In the cool aftermath, Sinner murmurs to Netflix's lens, Shanghai broke me open, but Riyadh healed the cracks. It's not the gold, it's gratitude. Alcaraz smiles through the ache. The ankle whispered doubt, but the fight shouted louder. Cahill adds quietly, his collapse wasn't an end, it was origin. Growth, painted in humility. Later, a quiet cafe. Alcaraz texts, brother, your serve owned the night, your heart owned the story. Sinner replies, your fire lit it all, Carlos. Redemption's sweetest when shared. Djokovic smiles from bronze. They're the dawn I once chased. Sinner's poise, Alcaraz's spark. That's legacy, passed not with crowns, but courage. As the echoes fade into the dune's eternal sigh, this desert showdown stands immortal. A tapestry of trials transcended, where survival itself becomes a spark, and tennis stretches beyond the baseline into legend. Because in the end, this wasn't just a match. It was redemption refined, a rally that never ends, a whisper that reminds us, hearts, not hardware, claim the throne.